In the affluent community of Coronado, California, stands the historic Spreckels Mansion, a symbol of wealth and luxury that became the setting for one of the most mysterious deaths in recent memory. This is the true story of Rebecca Zahow. On July 13, 2011, the 32-year-old woman was found naked, bound, and hanging from a balcony in circumstances that continue to perplex investigators and true crime enthusiasts to this day. Rebecca Zahow was a beautiful, successful woman, originally from Myanmar, who had been dating Jonah Shaknai, a wealthy pharmaceutical executive. She lived with him in the mansion and helped care for his children, including his 6-year-old son Max. But tragedy would strike the household when just 2 days before Rebecca's death, Max suffered a fatal accident while under her supervision. The young boy fell over a second-floor railing, leading to severe injuries that would ultimately claim his life. The events that followed would become the subject of intense speculation and debate. In the early morning hours of July 13, Rebecca's body was discovered by Jonah's brother Adam. She was found hanging from a second-story balcony, completely naked with her hands and feet bound. Her ankles were tied, and a T-shirt was wrapped around her neck. A cryptic message was painted on a door near her body reading, "She saved him, can you save her?" The initial investigation concluded that Rebecca's death was a suicide, suggesting that she was overcome with guilt over Max's accident. However, this conclusion was met with widespread skepticism. How could someone bind their own hands and feet, paint a message, and manage to hang themselves in such a manner? Rebecca's family refused to accept the suicide ruling, pointing to several inconsistencies in the evidence. They noted unusual bruising on her body, signs of potential struggle, and the peculiar nature of the bindings. At this point in our story, I want to take a moment to connect with you, our viewers. If you're finding this investigation as intriguing as we do, please take a second to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We bring you fascinating true crime stories like this one every day, and your support helps us continue our work. Now back to our investigation. The case took several dramatic turns over the years. Rebecca's family filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Adam Shaknai, alleging he was responsible for her death. Though he maintained his innocence, a civil jury found him liable in 2018, awarding the family a multi-million-dollar settlement, which was later vacated when the parties reached a confidential agreement. The official cause of death remains suicide, despite ongoing appeals from Rebecca's family and support from various experts who question this conclusion. As we examine the evidence, several questions remain unanswered. The unusual position and state of Rebecca's body, the cryptic message, the complex knots used in the bindings, and the timing of events all contribute to the mysterious nature of this case. Some argue that Rebecca's religious background and strong family ties make suicide an unlikely explanation. Others point to the extreme emotional distress she may have experienced following Max's accident. The case has been featured on numerous television shows, documentaries, and news programs, each offering different theories and perspectives. Yet despite all the attention and investigation, the truth about what happened at Spreckels Mansion that night remains elusive. Today, the mansion still stands as a silent witness to these tragic events. Rebecca's family continues their quest for what they believe is justice, while others maintain that the official ruling of suicide is correct. As with many true crime cases, the death of Rebecca Zahow reminds us that sometimes the truth can be more complex and mysterious than we imagine. Perhaps someday new evidence will emerge to provide definitive answers, but until then, the tragic death of Rebecca Zahow remains one of the most puzzling cases in modern true crime history.